Y254. Imagine.
Well, a very good evening and thank you for finding yet another time to join us on Y254 News. My name is Yvonneanyulah and tonight we are asking, what are some of the hurdles have you had to overcome as a business startup? What are some of the hurdles have you had to overcome as a business startup? 22162 is our SMS line. Begin with the word Y News, or remember you can still use our Twitter handle, which is @yvonneanyulah, at Y254 channel. Remember the hashtag to use is Y254 updates. And to help us see that topic through is Lillian Watiri, who is a business lady. But before that particular discussion, let's get to look at the stories making headlines tonight. And the government has ordered retailers to sell 2-kilogram packet of maize flour at no more than 75 shillings. The order by Agriculture CS Mwangi Kiunjuri was issued shortly after a meeting with millers where retailers were accused of selling unga at exorbitant prices despite the reduction in the cost of maize. Secretary Mwangi Kiunjuri to traders to sell a 2-kilogram packet of maize flour at 75 shillings. Kiunjuri, who spoke on a Saturday at Gitoro Showground, Imenti North constituency, during the 5th annual Farmers Fields Day, expressed resentment on traders who sell the commodity for more than 75 shillings with the fact that maize prices have gone down, citing that most traders are using the current state of inflation in the country as an excuse to steal from Kenyans. At the same time, he warned unscrupulous traders who make low-quality feeds for animals that their days are numbered. Kiunjuri, however, went ahead to praise farmers for their improved attendance of this year's Fields a Day, with the number increasing to 20,000 farmers compared to 16,000 last year. And the Nairobi Security Exchange has apologized for delay in commencement of trading activities. NSE experienced a delay in trading yesterday morning following a hitch trading system. Trading has, however, resumed with NSE revising trading hours from 1:20 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. The automated system connects remotely to stockbroker offices, allowing them to trade from their premises. And Kenya's inflation rate has increased to 5.7% in the month of September from 4% during the month of August. This is according to the data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. Our reporter Wadabo Wanyama has more details on this.
Bureau of Statistics released on Friday showed that the month of September had the highest rate of inflation as compared to the past 12 months. This is an indication that the impact of value-added tax on fuel is seeping into the economy. The data show that all the broad baskets used to measure inflation recorded an increase, pointing to the multiple sectors that felt the 16% value-added tax that has since been reduced to 8%. The transport sector was adversely affected as matatu prices went by 18.5%. In a statement, Kenya National Bureau of Statistics said, and I quote, "This was mainly on account of an increase in the pump prices of petrol and diesel, which triggered an increase in prices of other transport components," end of quote. The price of kerosene was 109.25 Kenya shillings per litre, being 27.2% higher than it cost in August. Compared to September last year, this commodity is now 67.2% more expensive. This, even as the price of charcoal rose by 2.6% to 141.24 Kenya shillings per 4 kilograms. Central Bank of Kenya Governor Patrick Njoroge said on Wednesday, and I quote, "Charcoal prices increased drastically some time ago, and this relates to the ban of logging. We expect this to remain so because this ban remains in place," end of quote. Food and non-alcoholic drinks index, which forms about 36% of the basket used to compute inflation, also rose by 0.37%. However, the rise in inflation remains within the Central Bank of Kenya target range of 2.5% and 7.5%. Given that the prices used for September were collected during the period which most of that time it was 16% value-added tax that was in operation. Wandabo Wanyama for Y
Government is looking at another fish production project in Mount Kenya and other island areas to cost 14 billion shillings from the International Fund for Agricultural Development. This is to raise farmed fish production to bridge the production gap from the natural resources.
500,000 tons a year, while local production is only 140,000 tons. The government intends to inject 14 billion shillings to raise fish farming production to bridge the production gap from the natural resources. Under the plan, farmers with suitable land who signed up would have ponds established by the Fisheries Department and stocked with 1,000 fingerlings in a 90-kilogram sack of fish feed. Nyeri County is currently promoting cage fish farming with a pilot project at Chinga Dam, where local youth groups are assisted to set up cages that can accommodate 1,000 tilapia fish.
And in a race to capture the popular Rongai as part of its Kenyan expansion plan, Botswana retailer Choppies is now, Botswana retailer Choppies is now expanding to taking over the space previously occupied by Uchumi supermarkets. In its second half for 2017 results, the retailer indicated that it would invest 237 million shillings on new Kenyan stores. Choppies has so far opened new stores at Southfield Mall in Embakasi, Nairobi and in Kiambu Mall, taking up space that was previously meant for Nakumatt. Choppies is now extending routes to join Tuskys, Tumaini and Clean Shelf supermarkets in the race to capture the popular Rongai as part of its Kenya expansion plan. This move replicates similar actions by Naivas, Carrefour and Tuskys, who have stepped in to occupy spaces from which the financially strapped retail chains Nakumatt and Uchumi have been kicked out. Choppies currently has 12 stores in Kenya. Remember, we are asking, what are some of the hurdles have you had to overcome as a business entrepreneur? Keep sending in your comments to 22162, beginning with the word Y News. Y254 Business News takes a short break now, and we'll be back with more stories, so don't you go away.
Y254. Imagine.